Should I have both men and women? Yeah, I normally have that. I think women, in my mind, I think women are more active perhaps on Facebook. They start fantasizing about going on a trip and they persuade their husband to go. So sometimes I have only targeted women. We could see what happens. It goes down from 44,000 to 25,000 people. But I still choose to have both. Then there's something called detailed targeting. So for instance, I could go along interests, because as I said, when you make your Facebook profile, Facebook is very interested in your interests. And you might think, oh, that's nice. But it's actually, this is the reason, because it's so people like me or companies that make advertisements can find you more easily. So if I go here, I can find all kinds of interests, travel, yes, hobbies and activities, and I could select travel. So this way I could get the people the right age, with the right language, in this case, and at the right geographical location, and that are interested in traveling. Their interest in travel is either based on if you have said so yourself, or your behavior on the internet. You must have noticed that if you surf Google a lot on something, that thing starts showing up in your Facebook feed, it starts showing up in your email, anywhere, even if you go to news, because they cooperate. Facebook sells this information, or Google sells this information. If you Google on Sony Handycam, for instance, like the camera, if you Google that, then I'm quite sure you will get advertisements for video cameras. And it's the same thing with travel. If you Google destinations or travels or tickets or whatever, then they know and they can sell this information further. Let's say if I check this, the potential reach goes down a bit again. And I guess that's because most people Google something that has to do with travel. I normally don't choose this because I think it could be too specific page. But I can also choose friends of people who like my page, because I think if they like my page, then perhaps their friends are fairly likely to like my page or be interested in my service. It's just that they haven't found me yet, so they are not my followers or my friends. Or I could specifically exclude people who like my page. For instance, if I want people to join my page, then it's pointless to advertise to those that already follow my page. Or I might have the idea that those that follow my page, I can reach them for free, because they do follow my page. So if I have many and good updates, they will see everything I write. So in this case, I would just pay for those people that don't follow my page. So I reach them, and hopefully they will start following my page. But in my case, I want to advertise to people who like my page. And as you see here, we have potential reach 21,000 people. How much do I want to spend? Let's say if we make, just for today, and run my advert set continuously starting today. You can choose between a daily budget and a lifetime budget. A daily budget means you set a certain amount that Facebook can advertise for every day. Or if you set a lifetime budget, then you choose starting time and ending time, and how much the campaign should cost in total. And then Facebook portions an equal amount to every day. I normally take the daily budget just because I'm lazy and I don't want to fill in the starting point and the ending point. But then again, keep in mind, if you do this, then you should remember that you have a Facebook ad, because otherwise it will charge you money every day. But of course, if you're active on Facebook, you will see messages, so it's hard to forget. So let's make a daily budget of €5, and we run it starting from now. The optimization I chose was to link to my website. And here there are two ways. You can buy two kinds of visibility, or there are two ways to buy an ad. Either this CPM, I think it's cost per mil, like cost per thousand. And CPC is cost per click. Because I can either pay that for Facebook to show my ad to 1,000 people once, they charge so and so much. Or I can choose to have cost per click. That means if Facebook shows my ad to 21,000 people, but nobody clicks to my web page, I don't pay. And in a way, of course, it's safer to have cost per click, because then I only pay for actual response on Facebook. It depends on what I want to do. It depends on what you sell, because perhaps travel, it could be also meaningful to have just cost per showing, because I want to inspire people. Very seldom you see an ad about a €3,000 trip and you go immediately and buy it. You might want to just make people see that you arrange travel, show some pictures, make them thinking about these pictures, and perhaps later on, a few months later, they might buy the trip. But it's not a spontaneous decision. Whereas if you have something cheaper, stuff you normally buy online, and you have a good price, for instance, then it could be an idea to get as many as possible to your website immediately. I will choose, let's have cost per click.